few years ago, I got caught by somebody. I had said in what I thought was a hilarious moment that if they ever had trouble sleeping, they ought to try to read the Bible book of Leviticus. So a friend of mine who had read through her Bible said, "Rod, you have no idea. There's no way to sleep through the book of Leviticus. It is so frightening with its obsession with people's sexual behavior and issues about women on their period and every other kind of bizarre conversation." She said, "I never slept a wink when I read Leviticus. But Numbers, that book of the Bible can make anybody sleep." Well, even when you don't get sleepy reading Numbers, you read some very obscure and strange stuff. There's a conversation in Numbers 22 where Balaam is a guy, has a donkey. The donkey's, it's a long story, but the donkey winds up talking. And you know, we forget how many times your dog or cat or some vision of an animal outside challenge us to hear God's voice better. We forget that sometimes without words we hear God's voice brilliantly. A friend of mine from 30 years ago found his conversion listening to a symphony of Beethoven. I had a huge spiritual awakening listening to a song by Johnny Nash back in the 1970s. How about this week? How about this day? You think about music as the surprise. Not a human, but notes. Maybe humans if it's going to be a singer, but harmonies, instruments. Somehow music collects the space around us, collects the trees and the sky and the wind, and lets us condense that into something in which we can hear God. I hope today you let God sing to you. I hope today music is a vessel for you to hear God speak. You are love first.